Yo, man, we are Florida Podcast, man, presented by Mix One Essentials. We back again with special guests sitting on the couch.
Hey, you know what it is, man? It's your boy N.F.U. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing, man? We turning up here at We Are Florida Podcast, man. You know what it is. We are Florida.
Oh, it's your boy Just Luck coming live from Fifth Street, but right now we are here. We are Florida Podcast, you know, the best podcast to ever do it.
Yes, sir. Trop Da Vinci, Trop It Digre, Maybach Trop, all that. We are Florida Podcast. We here.
You know it, man. What's going on with y'all today, my boys?
Man, we just been on the road working, you know, connecting the dots, networking, stopping by studios, making partnerships, doing more events, you know, staying busy.
Okay. Where you from?
From Miami, Florida.
Miami?
Yes, sir.
Damn, what it was like growing up out there?
Shoot, I mean, it's a journey. It was a journey.
What part of Miami you stayed in? Because, you know, Miami a little bit big.
Yeah,
for people that don't know you.
Yeah. I've been mostly in Dade County, like Miami-Dade County.
Okay.
So, like, anywhere from, like, the bottom of Homestead to, like, maybe Doral. You know, I've been in Broward, too, but I'm Dade County mostly.
Definitely. What about you, bro?
I'm from Winter Haven, a little small town.
Well, Winter Haven. I know about
Polk
Winter
County,
Haven
Central Florida.
Polk County.
Where you from, bro?
Shit, south side of Miami, so southwest side, you know, all down south, you know, from Homestead to Little Havana. I mean, I be everywhere though, but I was born.
I was growing up out there though.
It's just, you know, it's Miami. You get into a mix of a lot of different things.
Any siblings you play sports? Like,
I mean, I played basketball when I was younger, but my sport would be like skateboarding. I got into skateboarding a lot.
Okay. You played sports, bro?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
You want to like that in there?
Yeah, I was, but
I mean, y'all had some talent come from out there now.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of great
talent
from out there.
Y'all had some talent come from Winter Haven now.
I got in a little incident back in high school that kind of killed that for me.
Okay.
So I just got to live with it for the rest of my life.
Bit fast. So tell me a little bit about yourself, bro.
So my name's N.F.U. You know, I've been always known as N.F.U. It stands for Never Falling Under. It started with a couple different meanings, couple different brandings. I started really as a dancer. I was on America's Got Talent when I was like 14 years old, Savannah, Georgia. Went all the way from Miami, tried out. Did a lot of couple things, and then just got a little injury. Started then transitioning into doing music.
How far you got when you was doing American Got Talent?
Like, I went to Vegas and shit for like 2 episodes, you know.
Okay.
But I started really.
We could pull you up on YouTube.
I mean, I've been trying to look for it myself. It's just been like
it's on there somewhere.
Plus years, you know.
It's on there somewhere. You know they got a lot of seasons and shit. It's on there
for
somewhere.
Sure,
they got your footage out there somewhere.
But yeah, I used to have the picture too with the number, but that was on like 10th phone ago, you know. But yeah, I did that. Then I was an independent artist for a while. Bobby Schmurder's uncle, Debo, he the one who started really managing me, even though I was indie, like helping me put in a machine behind me. Then I started working with Rock Nation as an artist in New York, the New York department. Worked with them for 2 years. Worked with Interscope Records in Santa Monica for about 1.5 years. Then started just doing A&R stuff, opening businesses, being more of an entrepreneur. So like I'm like, dang, I want to do more of this executive stuff. I already know a lot of executives, a lot of labels that I've done work with, and tours and partnerships and so much different things. So I just started connecting the dots more and like still enjoying the music life, but in an executive standpoint, you know. So I could be in different rooms, different tables, talking about different type of business, you know, like changing the level of frequency that I'm on too, because now I'm able to help artists to a different level. So trying to spread those resources, you know, help them understand that it can make sense, but you got to make it make sense.
Bit fast, bro.
You know?
Bit fast. So tell me about yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? You say you from Winter Haven. You an artist?
Oh, yeah. I'm an artist, songwriter. You know, same like artist, developer, same thing.
How long you been making music, bro?
Man, I've been making this stuff since like middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
What made you get into it?
You know, just
wanting to do it. Like you seen, like what I could say inspired you. You know what I'm saying? Did you have like older siblings? You know what I'm saying? Your mama walk around beating on the pots and shit. You know what it was. You feel me?
I don't know. Like I used to want to be like a radio host. Like somebody
radio?
that just like talk a lot.
Like so, a radio personality?
Yeah, but like somebody that can mimic like cartoons, because I got like a lot of funny voices. You feel me? Like, you know,
so you like Eddie Murphy? You feel me?
Yeah,
some shit like that. Yeah. That man a jack of all trades though. Yeah. You seen that new movie, You People?
No, I ain't check that out.
That bitch raw now. That bitch good. That bitch good.
Nipsey.
Yeah, Lauren London. Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. So tell me about yourself though, bro.
Man, they call me Trop. I go by Trop Da Vinci. Producer, born and raised in Miami, you know, Cuban, Dominican descent. My mom's Cuban, dad's Dominican. I started liking music at a young age, and I just started making beats when I was like 17, 18 years old, and then I went to like this engineering school to learn how to engineer, got a job at a studio, and then from there I just kept going, ran into a lot of different artists, went through a lot of different things, bumped into like Ross and Maybach Music, started working with them, and then everything kind of shifted from there, and then we're here today. You know what I'm saying? A lot happened in between, but yeah, that's the gist of it, you know.
So what would you say, like, when did you know that y'all wanted to be in the music industry? Like, you know what I'm saying? What age would y'all say, like, y'all knew this is what y'all wanted to do?
Last year, I can say for me, last year. Last year, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff serious, and I'm just go ahead and put it all out there, because I just been making music and just keeping it all the way in the closet.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I let a couple of my homeboys hear, but, you know, they like, man, put this stuff out, man. What you holding stuff out, man? What you holding it for?
For sure.
So last year, I was just like, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and give it a little try, and I'm just happy with the little stuff that I'm getting back. You feel me?
Yeah, bit fast.
I would say for me, like about 21, when I really learned the business better, and like when I really started doing more than just artist stuff with the business, you know, like being just like an entrepreneur with the business is different, you know. It makes you understand the business better.
Bit fast. When you wanted to know, bro?
Shit, I mean, bro, I feel like I wanted to know before I even knew what I wanted to do with my life. Like at a young age, and I had a lot of different jobs, and I was always in and out of jobs and shit, and just the music at a young age. I would say like middle school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like define what an A&R is, bro, for like the people that don't know. You know what I'm saying? What is your job?
Okay, an A&R stands for Artist and Repertoire, and it's basically a division of the record label where we like talent scout, we like oversee like the artistic development of artists and songwriters. We do like tours with them at times as well. Like an A&R does a lot more than what people think. We're not a manager, you know. We're an A&R, we're an executive, but we're basically a division of the label that makes sure we get the talent we need, polishes the talent that needs to be talented, get the businesses to make more businesses, like, imprints, umbrellas, and stuff like that.
What's the benefit of staying on the label compared to being independent, though?
So when you're an A&R or an executive of a big label, they also give you a bigger machine, a bigger foundation, a bigger platform, and it also gives you an opportunity to build a partnership, which is kind of what we're doing, you know. Yeah, we work with them as well, but we do work with other labels because we've secured relationships since like 6-7 years ago. So now it was just, like I said, making it make sense, finding the resources that really wanted to benefit and grow with certain situations, because not every artist works with every situation. You got to find out like really the genre, the niche of audience, where they're going, what kind of business they're doing, if they have all the business done right. You know, some of these people don't even know what BMI, ASCAP, or none of that is.
What you look for in a new artist, though? Like, you know what I'm saying, when you trying to tap in?
I really like investigate, and as an A&R, we do a lot of research. So like research and investigate, but I like to know where the artist's from, what they're doing, who they work with, who they worked with, what kind of genre they're going for, their audience, if they want to be major, if they want to be independent, do they want to have a sub-label, are they willing to do like a distro deal, or they want to do a major deal. Like every artist different, you know, every artist got a different journey. So I'm just, as an executive, trying to make that journey better for you and make it make more sense for you so you can enjoy the journey while you really just grow to do what you got to do. Because I could take you there, but you really got to take it there yourself. As an A&R, I could put a machine behind you and put a lot of resources behind you. But if you don't maximize with it and if you don't do the right things, it's like I shouldn't have gave it to you.
For sure. So do you go to showcases and seminars and stuff like that?
Of course. I actually did. There was in Miami, the Florida A&R convention they had. You know, I was there. I just pulled up, showed some love, network. Yeah. But I've done a couple different networking events and stuff like that.
So, like, how important is it, you know what I'm saying, for artists to have a presentation, you know what I'm saying, when they, you know what I'm saying, going in front of these A&Rs and going in front of these labels and going in front of these showcases and stuff like that? And
that presentation is very important. Yeah. And it's also, too, like, knowing how to do business properly.
Marketing.
Also how you approach the executive, because a lot of artists right now, they're not teachable. They don't want to be teachable. At the end of the day, in the business, for the great things to really happen, you got to have a machine. You got to have some mentorship. You got to have a foundation. Certain things that, you can't do yourself, man. You can't always just be the machine. You got to be an artist most of the time. Let the machine worry about the business, and help you learn more about the business.
For sure. So would you say, like, branding and touring helps the artist? You know what I'm saying? Does that help make the artist more money?
I think so. I think touring, merch, and certain partnerships you do can make you more money. Right now streaming, they're paying about a penny a stream. Tidal pays the most. They pay 12 cents a stream. But, if you're doing stream numbers, shout out to you. But if you're not, start doing merch, start doing tours, start doing showcases with promoters in your city and bringing out a good amount of people and bringing a good direction towards a venue. Build partnerships and find an investor. There's people out here that want to invest in you. You just got to find the person that believes in what you believe in.
For sure.
For
sure. I got one more quick question for you.
Go ahead.
What is a 360 deal?
So it's kind of like, that don't know. So a 360 deal, I mean, it depends. There's a lot of different type of 360 deals. But a 360 deal is basically you agreeing with a label to, in a way, not only give away most of your rights and most of your ownership, but you know that if something really does happen with your record, you're going to not get most of what you deserve from that record. So the 360 deal is kind of like the worst deal you can get, honestly.
For sure.
Can I chime in on that too? A 360 deal, to add on to what he said, because he's right about what he's saying, but also for those watching, a 360 deal is when the label takes money from everything you make. So whatever kind of money, merch, brand, streams, they make money off of everything.
He just gave y'all a gem. I didn't want to give it to y'all, but he gave it to y'all.
Usually, as an artist, the biggest bag is shows. So they're getting the cut off of all your shows, merch, streams, everything.
You losing that profitability that you could be having ownership in your career. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to your songs and your records, you won't own those records fully until you basically take care of the label. So it's like a business, 90% business, 10% talent, right? But then 80% showing up and the other 20% showing out. You got to show up and show out because everybody else wants this opportunity. There's 100,000 people dropping music every day. The DSPs are going crazy. There's different places you could even look for new music every day, and they're on platforms people never heard of. But you just got to really research and investigate. That's what we do as A&Rs, and like I said, help talent. And me that I have studios and businesses, and we find other ways to funnel businesses to help them with music and business.
For sure. So, bro, as a producer, what programs do you use to, to be making your beats and stuff like that?
I use personally now, to this day, I use Ableton and Pro Tools. Pro Tools recording, mixing. Ableton is my production,
Okay. Yeah. So, like, you got anything new you've been working on?
Yeah, bro. I literally just, like y'all were talking about, like, I'm literally like just a machine at this point, bro. I just make, send. It's like I have no feelings, no emotions. I just make, send.
What's some of the artists that you'd have worked with?
Recently I just did on Burner's new album, Burner from the Cookies.
Yeah, Cookies.
I did Seat to Sail. I did Gut on that track with two of my homies. I've done in the past, in 2020, 2019, I did a couple records on Ross's Port of Miami 2.
Okay.
I produced Nobody's Favorite, and I also produced Born to Kill, featuring Jeezy. And I also engineered, like, that whole project. Like, my name's all over that project. And I also got a Grammy nomination for that project, too. That was a beautiful blessing from Big Homie, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And then since then, I've been working with artists like Red Cafe. I did a record with Red Cafe and Roddy Rebel. I work with a lot of local guys, too, at my studio down south. Me and N.F.U partnered up, and we're throwing these events, these songwriting camps. And, we're making the studio bigger than what it is. We're just, expanding the network. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Ross be using a lot of sample beats. You be tapping into them samples?
I do tap into samples, but, I also like giving them, I also original. Like making, like, those, I'm looking to try to make the next BMF. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make something like that, Like,
bit fat,
get the club rocking, bro. Like, you feel me?
That record was the best. BMF.
Yeah,
that shit was in every Miami venue.
Epic record.
Yeah, it definitely was, man. That shit was lit. That was like a lit ass soul for sure, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I got one more. I got a question for you, bro.
What's up? Talk to me.
What'd you think? No, I'm talking about him. What'd you think the hardest thing about being an A&R?
The hardest thing I would say about being an A&R is, I guess what I was saying earlier, man, that there's so much talent now. You got to really find that seed. You know, you got to really find that machine. You got to find somebody that's really different, because now there's also other A&Rs that could bring talent to the table, but does your talent produce? Does your talent help escalate other situations? You know, because you could just bring somebody to the table, but if nobody eats, then what was the table for? You know?
Empty table, honestly.
Facts.
So I wouldn't say finding the talent per se, but I would just say finding the greats in so many greats. Because before it was people could just be creative, but not to a platform like iTunes and Spotify. Like when I was doing music back in the day, there was none of that. You had to sell your CDs. You had to do the footwork.
You had to do the footwork.
So now that there's so much saturation, it's just finding the best thing, but also knowing the best thing to work with, because not everybody's the best to work with. It's still business, man. It's still business.
Bit fast. So, bro, you as a rapper, bro, how much time do you think you spend in the studio?
Ain't gonna lie, like last year, I spent like about the whole last year in the studio, bro.
Yeah? You in that bit like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I like to stay in that bit.
You be traveling a lot more now with your music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Do you got a hit song, you know what I'm saying, that's going viral or anything like that on YouTube?
Nah, not really. It just, I get a couple likes.
You got a song? Views. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You got a song that you pushing right now?
Not at this point right now. I just got a couple songs on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. So like, if you was to get signed, you know what I'm saying, forget these dudes right here though. If you was to get signed, you know what I'm saying, what would you do for the community? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Would you be preaching positivity, or would you know what I'm saying, like, go back and get all your homeboys and get your mama and them out the trenches, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do? You get what I'm saying? You as an artist. Because, artists think way different than a producer or, you know what I'm saying, an A&R.
I do, like, all the above, bro.
Okay.
Like, all that, because, like, all that was good. Like, I'm trying to do all that to be happy, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I want to make sure the kids right. I want to make sure my neighborhood good. I especially want to make sure my mom and dad good.
For sure.
I ain't really got too many, like, good homeboys like that because, I had to cut a lot of them off.
For sure. So, like, if a label do come grab you, though, like, if they ask you, like, what make your music different, what you gonna tell them?
Man, on me, man. I'm just luck, man. You just got to go with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, like, do you want to make creative videos? Like, I'm saying, like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, crazy
out
stuff.
The wall
off
type
the wall.
Shit.
Like,
yeah.
Man, I'm trying to go in this year, bro.
For sure,
like, For sure.
You getting a lot of support in your city?
Yeah.
Not too much? Not yet?
It's like, I get, like, a lot of support, but, like, the one kind of, like, the support, like, I really be wanting to get from, other artists, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, like, I understand they got a lot of their pride and stuff,
for sure.
because, like, man, my numbers look a little better than theirs, you
yeah,
feel me?
For sure.
I don't be wanting to toot my horn, but, but...
Who would you collab with, though? You know what I'm saying?
From
like, locally?
And locally?
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know.
It could be big too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna just put you in the box.
I don't know. I probably collide with like R&B artists.
Okay.
Like for real.
Like what kind of R&B artists? Like Jacquees or the females?
I go both. I'll get females and dudes.
Okay.
I get females and dudes, whoever that's hot right now. You feel me? I even go back to the old school. I go get R. Kelly if I had to.
Yeah. Free R. Kelly, man. Free Kelly, man, for sure.
I like to make music, all kind of music. I make rock, country, like whatever. Like, I made like really freestyle. Like,
who your top 3 artists? You know what I'm saying that's in your playlist on your phone?
Future.
Okay then. Yeah. So like I'm saying though, you'll go with Free Band Gang.
Nah. I just work with them, but I won't go with them.
Okay. I'm saying you ready to perform in clubs and shit?
Man, I was born, bro. Like I be so anxious and just be ready,
you
bro.
Crowd surf?
man, if they out there ready to catch me, boy, I'm going.
You talking about they out there ready to catch me? I'm going.
I see them out there going dumb. You got them cameras out there waving.
For sure,
yeah,
bro.
I'm coming out the shirt.
Yeah, but look, I got a couple quick questions for y'all though, for all three of y'all. You feel me? Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's.
Bro, Chick-fil-A for
Chick-fil-A?
sure.
Damn.
Chick-fil-A.
I've had Zaxby's though. You can't the wings and things from Zaxby's.
Nah, though, bro. Chick-fil-A.
I'm vegan, but before I went vegan, I'm 2 years vegan. But before I went vegan, it was always Chick-fil-A.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A.
It was always Chick-fil-A.
Okay. So you'd rather be rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Damn, that's a good question.
Rich and unknown.
I just say rich and unknown.
If I'm just as rich as if I'm famous.
Yeah, you just as rich now.
I won't care.
I could be rich and famous, but imagine being rich without being known, so I don't gotta worry about the fame.
Yeah, but
some people like the fame.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say. Some people like the fame more than the money, bro.
But I'm just saying.
But shit.
It'd be like Kanye. Like you see how Kanye pop out there where everybody got these cameras like all in your face.
Yeah,
that'd get aggravating, bro.
Yeah, it would.
Rich and unknown, you feel me?
I'm a family person, so like, even now that I go out as an executive and artist trying to give me music while I'm trying to eat dinner, it's like, bro, you need to figure out the right time, bro. You got an email, you got a Google Voice number, you got all these ways to contact me. You gotta wait.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, because you know what happens too is like they put that stigmatism. Oh, then if you don't talk to them, you bad for not talking to them.
Yeah, he just did Russell Westbrook like that.
Like
2 nights
bro.
ago.
Like that's crazy. So if I talk to bro, then I'm bad. If I don't talk to bro, I'm bad. All right, I'm gonna just do it my own narrative. You know,
for sure, man. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
IG.
Okay.
It become a platform where people make money, and it's like, if you know how to do it right, like even me that I just got my badges so people could like subscribe, and like when I go on live, people could buy my badges. Like it's way more to monetize. Like even getting paid off reels now, Instagram paying you to do reels if you got a certain amount of following and a certain amount of engagement rate like on your account.
I ain't gonna lie, TikTok, they ban too much of what I got going on. So
what you need, OnlyFans, bro?
I ain't saying OnlyFans. It's just, you know.
OnlyFans?
I'm just too exclusive. You
okay then.
Sensitive, so
for sure. So y'all like thick or slim girls?
I ain't gonna lie. Like
or you just
girls.
want you something petite? You know what I'm saying?
I like all girls. I like
all
girls. I like
Depends what mood I'm in. You feel me?
I ain't gonna say all sizes.
What mood I'm in. Depends what mood I'm in.
I know that's a hard question.
I like all girls.
Cause it depends.
Some
thick girls slim enough that they ain't thick, but you know, they ain't slim, but they thick. Like,
no, there's a line. There's a line between, you know,
like there's a fine line.
There's a line.
Yeah, there is. But you love them thick
Especially
girls.
in Miami, you go one corner. Damn, is that Lisa Leslie? What the? You know how it is.
For sure, man. For sure. So like, y'all watch Netflix or YouTube?
Oh yeah, Netflix.
That's a hard one. I use both a lot.
I've been watching the TV series. I usually sit down.
Watch YouTube at the gym.
Having people.
But it depends though, because if I watch YouTube, I'm learning something. I'm gaining knowledge. I'm watching something. If I'm watching Netflix, I might watch a documentary too, but I'm mostly watching movies or something like that.
For sure.
It's different, but I swear both of them I use a lot.
For sure. Miami Heat or Orlando Magic?
Heat all day, but I love the Magic though.
Okay.
Love the Magic, man. Especially when y'all had.
I don't know, bro. The Heat been disappointing me. I'm Miami Heat forever, but they've been disappointing me, bro. That's why I don't believe in the Dolphins no more. Everybody be like, bro, how you do? I'm like, bro,
no comment.
I can't.
He said no comment.
I can't.
The Heat are looking crazy right now, but still a team.
Sure,
you know
for sure, they is looking a little wobbly.
Yeah. I don't know what's going
Definitely.
on.
They can never win. I know, because I was just in the same. I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
So I was watching that game so hard with San Francisco. I was watching it on one phone, on an iPad, on a TV. I'm a Cowboys fan, bro.
I'm glad the Cowboys lost.
Come on, bro.
I like the Cowboys.
Did you make it to the playoffs?
No, we didn't make it to the playoffs at all, but I'm rocking with the Eagles. Birds all the way, you feel me?
Yeah, man. Fly high Eagles. Fly high Eagles, man.
Forget the Eagles.
Definitely.
I know my boy JT at the house looking like, man, don't be talking about my team.
I'm telling you.
I'm trying to say though.
So look,
Eagles
I got a question, bro. Listen, so if an artist and his manager come to you with 1 million views, bro, and they didn't accumulate it in 2 weeks, you taking them to a label or what you doing with them? They didn't accumulated 1 million views in 2 weeks, no?
It depends. I mean, if he's talented, if his business done right, if I like his management and his team, if he got some type of budget behind what he's doing, so like he was willing to not only understand himself but invest in himself. It takes a couple components to decide, but in that scenario, if he came to me and he got 1 million views, I'll give it more consideration, but it doesn't mean that I'm choosing him over somebody else that might not have the 1 million views, but has the talent, the business, the right management, and the right direction already. So they got a blueprint. Because a lot of these artists, even though they get millions of views, I find out even when they have those accolades, they don't have their business all the way scaled.
Nope.
Their business is all over the place. Like, bro,
everywhere.
How you got this and that, but then this and that doesn't add up? And it's like, you could tell in the numbers. When they fabricate the numbers, you could tell these days.
Oh, you could tell.
I could look at a graph, even on my side as an A&R, and I'll see really who's YouTube numbers for real.
I'm already knowing.
What's really fabricated, what's algorithm, what's hashtags, like all that. There's programs for that. So, like, when artists come even with that 1 million, I'm like, wait a second. Let me see what else you done.
Let me see what else you got going on.
What shows you been at? What venues been at? Oh, you from there? Let me call somebody from that city. Hold on. Hey, what's the deal? Oh, no, that's not a green light.
Yeah, big facts.
It's more, like I said, like, we know what we doing. We taking calculated risks. We taking educated guesses, but, like, the best educated guesses when it comes to talent.
For sure. So do you feel like every artist needs a manager?
Yeah. If they don't got a manager, they need an A&R. But a manager...
What about a lawyer?
Oh, yeah, they need a lawyer, 100%.
That's numero uno.
Yeah.
Numero uno?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, their team got to consist of a lawyer, a manager, if not an A&R, somebody for videos and photos and logos and etc., somebody for merch or somebody that has a connect with merch, and just making sure whoever else, like a publicist or like a marketing manager.
This needs to be running around with the mayor day.
Yeah, and like a road manager and like a street team. Because that's another thing. When they do these events, if you are not bringing promo, if you're not bringing merch, if you're not having 20 people put out flyers, like, you're not doing it right. Because, like, how the street games still work with the shows is when you bring these people out, that's when you really going to show the venue, hey, it's worth to book him. He got value. Compared to when you trying to tell him, hey, bro, I got 1 million views, you're going to be like, okay, so what does that transcend to business?
For sure.
You know?
So, like, would y'all agree that people either got to want to, like, be you or, like, believe in you as an artist?
Say that again.
I'm saying, dude, would y'all agree, you know what I'm saying, that people either want to be you as an artist or believe in you as an artist? Like, I'm not saying either or, but I'm saying that statement factual. Do y'all feel like that statement is factual?
Yeah, they got to
either want to be you or believe in you.
Yeah.
Or both.
Or both.
Yeah.
They got to be you and believe in you to see what you're trying to do to then want to do what they got to do. Because sometimes people need guidance.
For sure.
Especially artists nowadays, like, just because you have a distro kid or you got a distributor don't mean that that's your whole career. You got to figure out to get your royalties. You got to figure out
a lot of
the specs of it. Like, for instance, like Trop and me, we've been doing these events, these music camps, songwriting vibes, and it's like we're also helping the artists get an experience and understand what it is to do business as well. Yeah, you're going to network. Yeah, you're going to get amenities, but are you really learning how to do business with anybody else? No, they just giving you some sauce and they're not telling you how to use it.
For sure.
We trying to, like, blueprint you, give you a hub for music and, like, show you really what it is you could do with music, but you got to believe in yourself and you got to be you too. I'm going to just help you be you and believe in you too. Straight up.
Even coming up, even like as when I was younger, a little kid just listening, like literally like this music was like my father figure. You feel me? So it's like my favorite artists, I either wanted to be like them or I believed in them and I kind of looked up to them. So it's like whatever they say they didn't do, I wasn't going to do it. It was literally like that at one point. You feel me?
For sure.
So it's like they kind of raised me in a way. You feel me? To like, now I'm the same way to this day. If I'm looking at an artist, you know what I'm saying? I got to either believe in him or somewhat of him, of that person, whether it's the hustle.
You see it in yourself.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Yeah, like, know his story.
So, like, what would you say, like, keep y'all motivated, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, dealing with all the bullshit that's, like, BS that's on, you know what I'm saying, social media and everything, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that could be, you know what I'm saying, driven in your mind to make you want to do other stuff, you know what I'm saying, but y'all want to stay on that straight and narrow path.
I mean, just knowing how far we came, like, and everything that came into this, like, investment-wise, year-wise, time-wise, money-wise, of course, different things made me understand, like, you can't go back now. You can only go up now because the elevation is different, and when the greatness is different too, you feel different about it. You wake up different. You understand it's not your job. It's what you love to do. It's your passion. And like I said, you got to know every day how to make it make more sense. Like, just like in this situation, we always on the road, and we connecting with people that might have the same interests in mind and might have similar businesses. Now, how do we all empower each other? Because if we work together, we way better together than we are against each other.
Facts.
You know? And like, right now, look, for instance, right now, we got an A&R, a producer, a DJ, an artist, a visuals guy. If y'all needed anything, y'all could just have 4 connections right here that could really help your career.
For sure.
But it's what you do with it, man. Like, I take you to the water, I can't make you drink it. And when I make you drink it, I can't make you understand why you got to keep drinking it. That's your journey, bro, because I could take you all the way there, but you got to take yourself there, man. This shit is really like a daily hustle. If you're not in the studio, if you're not at the office, if you're not on tour, if you're not doing promo, if you're not doing marketing, if you don't got an EPK, if you don't got your business right, if you don't do your royalties, if you're not collecting the money the right way, then you're not doing music business. You're just doing music. We in the music business. This is quarterlies. This is trimesters. This is goals. This is certain things that, hey, man, people got to eat too. If we putting a budget behind you, you got to really just make the budget shake too.
For sure.
Don't just use it to like flex out, because you know what's going to happen? Your career just going to be a one-hit wonder, how everybody think, because you ain't really maximized from what you could do. Because every day we do better than what we could do, bro. You know, we learn too. Like, all of us been in the industry almost more than 10 years professionally, so we know the ins and outs. We know what's genuine, what's not organic. We done been to studios and they've been like, yo, y'all vibes are so intense that we couldn't tell that, like, y'all elevated to some other shit. Like, we don't even gotta, like, check y'all nothing. Like, it's so official just from the feeling. Because we really trying to find out who you are, like, just like you did with us, man. We had a great conversation before we came in here. And like, there was greatness already in the talk. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's work on this. There's always more opportunities off relationships, you know?
So what about y'all? What keep y'all motivated?
My children.
Okay.
They keep me motivated every day.
For sure.
Me up early in the morning. So from right there, as long as I get to see they smile and, you know, them text me every morning or before they go to school or whatever, you know.
Facts.
It wasn't my choice to get them a phone. Their mama wanted to get them a phone.
Facts. What about you, bro?
I mean, for me, it's just, man, just not going back to where I came from, man. Just being like sleeping in cars and just, you know, just struggling for real.
Facts.
Like,
the hustle.
I mean, it sounds kind of like I have a passion for this, but at some point, the passion has to fuel the career, the income. So it's like, that's what drives me is honestly is kind of crazy, but it's like it's success and accomplishments.
Being
like,
persistent.
Being persistent. Like I said, like being in a machine, and it does take a toll on you. I've had my down days where I'm like, I don't feel like doing it, but you gotta like push through.
Yeah, for sure.
And you gotta do it, bro, because it's like it's either for me, it's like it's either this or, you know, or what? Are you gonna fold?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna go commit or are you gonna fold? There's like Takeoff, rest in peace. I think he said this one time in an interview. He's like, yo, I made sure my plan A works, so I don't got to worry about a plan B.
Plan B,
for sure. So,
yeah,
that's what it is.
I tell everybody, bro, keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing, keep striving towards any goal that you want, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Keep your head high, your 10 toes on the ground, you know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? With anything that you want to do, bro, any obstacle you come across, you jump across that bitch.
Facts.
Right.
Or you go through it.
Yeah, you go through that bitch.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. But any shout-outs before we get off here, bro, that y'all want to give, you know what I'm saying, to people that y'all know, you know what I'm saying, networking, anything like that. Tell them y'all Instagrams where they can follow y'all at.
I mean, Trop Da Vinci on the gram.
Go ahead.
Trop Da Vinci on the gram. I'm here with my boy N.F.U. We doing big things. My boy Just Luck. We moving around. We doing things, you know what I'm saying? You see me around, say what up. You want a beat from me? Holla at me, Trop Da Vinci on the gram. Shout out to Rose, Maybach Music, Black Bottle Boys. You know what I'm saying? The whole squad. We doing it. And shout out to him, especially my boy N.F.U. for bringing me on here and making this happen. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
I want to give a shout out to We Are Podcast for making this possible for all of us too. You know what I'm saying? Especially shout out to my boy N.F.U for making this possible. I want to give a shout out to Phil Street. What it do? I want to give a shout out to my mama. What's up, mom? What's up, pops? I'm on TV. What's going on? But yeah, shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just Luck, Phil Street representing. You know what I'm saying? Count me in mixtape on the way.
Hey, man, you already know who it is, but I'm going to say it again. N.F.U, tap in with me. Shout out to Is Gorgeous Music. Shout out to Rock Nation. Shout out to Hard Time Records. Shout out to Kush Rush Exotics. Shout out to all the sponsors, the businesses, N.F.U Entertainment, Never Falling Under Entertainment.
Straight
all you
up.
desire, catering, concierge service.
Straight up.
Miami Studios, Miami Recording Studios. Shout out to all the businesses and ventures we got going on. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the whole team. And We Are Florida Podcast. If you ain't been on this podcast, you really ain't Florida. And we came here today and we just showed you what Florida could do. So y'all got to come here and show them that y'all Florida for real. If not, no cosign.
We are
no
Florida.
Cosign. But yeah, man, NFU on the gram is going to be Never Falling Under. So just exactly how it's spelled. And then we also have another one with Never Falling without the G, under. And make sure you just tap in with me, man. I got a lot of services going on, a lot of ways I can help you if you're an artist. And if you're just a creative or just have a business, contact me. I'll mentor you to the greatness, you know. Shout out We Are Florida Podcast again for having us.
Oh, yeah, y'all can find me, Just Luck. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's Just Luck, JUSSLUKK.
Big facts, man. This your boy BL Ratchet, man. I'm tapping in and I'm tapping off, man. We Are Florida, presented by Mix 1 Essentials. We got another one, man. Let's go.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
We Are Florida, man. Shout out Ratchet. Appreciate you, gang.
Yes, sir.